Hello everyone, and welcome back to Keegan's Pointless Stories. Today's episode, we're just going to talk about a few stories that I don't think will be long enough for their own episodes. So yeah, let's get straight into our first story. CSX 2702. So it was May 25th, 2022. I had gone down to Folkestone. I will release all that footage someday. I had gone down to Folkestone on a trip we had taken down to Florida. And so we were staying the night in Folkestone in a Chessie system caboose. The Miss Chessie caboose. You've probably seen my YouTube shorts about it. They were some of my oldest. It's like my oldest YouTube short, if I remember correctly. So yeah. But let me think of how to say this. So it was at night. We were just relaxing. I mean, the main line was pretty busy. We were just simply relaxing. When I decided I had been sitting by the window because I had to use the bathroom, but I didn't want to miss any trains. I was just sitting there contemplating: do I go use the bathroom now, or do I wait for a train to go by first, then use the bathroom? And so I decided after a while, screw it, and I went to the bathroom. I took a poop, and as I got up, I was like, "What is that rumbling noise?" I felt rumbling, or at least what I thought. I don't know what I felt, but I did feel something. And I was like, what is that? I took a peek out the window and saw that the gates were down. And then a CSX intermodal blazed by with a GEVO, a Geep, another Geep, and then another GEVO up front. So a GEVO, two GP38s, from what I assume, and another GEVO up front. I was like, no, I wish I could have caught that. I do have footage of what I was able to catch the train. It wasn't until later that I found out the unit was CSX 2702, the Franklin M. Garrett / Spirit of Atlanta. I'll flash a picture of it on screen now to show you what the engine looks like. But afterwards, I quickly, hurried up, washed my hands, and I went outside, and, well, this is all I was able to get of the train. And a change of plans, I will not be showing that footage, because that was the most hilarious. I have never laughed so hard at one of my own videos. I forgot. I literally say wee in the fucking video. I might show that someday, but definitely not now. Oh my god. I mean, I just watched the clip so I could make sure it was the right one. I was gonna put it in, but then I watched it just now, and my monitor just fell. What the hell? What the f***? Y'all, my monitor just fell. Let me just I'm just gonna pause it real quick. And to continue on from that, here is our next story on how I was so close to getting Union Pacific 4014 twice. On December 12th, 2023, I went to Cheyenne, Wyoming, as you know. You saw my Colorado trip videos, if you have, of course. But on December 12th, we had gone to Cheyenne, and we went there because, well, why not? It was nearby. Let's go do it. We went there. We caught a bunch of trains, and I later found out, and while we were still there, of course, that 4014 was in a shed nearby. It was in the big shed that I had been seeing. So I'm inside. Like, if I had X-ray vision, I would have stared right at it. It wasn't out and about because it was December, so it wasn't due to run for a few more months. So it was just sitting there. And so I was like, man, I wish I could have seen it. There was no way you could have seen it, but we did see 4015. It's SD70M that it usually goes with. Let me see if I'll see if I have that footage still. But I saw that, and then we left. Of course, we left after that and went back, and well, the trip continued on as you know it. The next time I was almost able to catch it was September 15th, 2024. During my California trip, we had stayed the night in Little Rock. I had found out that 4014 was on its tour and was going to be in Little Rock on the 15th, the day that we were supposed to leave Little Rock. I was like, oh, no way! And so, the next day, I got up excited, hoping that maybe I'd see 4014, but even though we were able to go on the overpasses and were able to look into the nearby rail yard, alas, 4014 was not there. Well, like, it was definitely in North Little Rock, it just wasn't visible. So yeah. But yeah, I was almost able to catch it. I did catch another unit though, 4004, the unit that's sitting in Cheyenne. I caught that the day I was in Cheyenne. Here's a photo of it now. Our next story will be a 3-in-1. This story is how I caught 3 Macs in Lindale. So let's get right into it now. So it was August 30th, 2023. August 30th, 2023. I think it was some sort of special full moon was happening that night. I think it was a hunter's moon, if I remember correctly. It was a blood moon, or it was some sort of special, like, full moon happening that night. I decided to go to Lindale. The training before our, triple Mac attack was 218 with an SD70 ACU. And if you're a rail fan, you know that those are kind of rare. At least in freight service, not helper service. And so, 218 goes by, and this 732 that had been sitting there the whole day, with an executive Mac sitting right behind it, not the whole day, but like the entire time it had been there, starts moving. And well, what the consist was surprising. I didn't even know about this until like I had seen it in person. So I got quite lucky on this day. But I'll let the footage, show you what the consist is. 732. 1985 and 1928. Nice. CPU. Wait, what? That's 927, 8849, and 9776. What? Ain't no way. But yeah, that will conclude all of today's very eventful Keegan's Pointless Stories. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again when I have another idea for. I think I have a few more ideas for a couple more episodes, and then I don't know. But yeah, I've got a few more stories I want to tell. So yeah, this is where I'm going to end it today. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Later.